but she was not racing here, just having a look. Eight kilometers to go. We will see a few switchback hairpins coming up, as these boys generally, I think, have had enough. Isasi is looking like he's been dropped, and it looks like sitting up time as well for Auger. He's in easy mode, and so who is coming to the front? Well, one of the Columbia High Road boys is doing just that. Is it or is it not Adam Hansen? I was having a quick look out earlier on. Passoni might well be helping him out. We'll see if Marcel Seberg as well. And we've got a faller. It's down goes Isasi, it's being called, but I'm not sure about that. We will see. Goodness me, it's Isasi, who was one of the three escapees, and he has indeed the effort of it. I think he just ran off the side of the road, and we've got a bridger going on here, and if this is Adam Hansen from Team Columbia, he can go straight by these guys and run it for home. Look at this is a brave effort here by one of the Columbia High Road boys. We're a long way off here just for the time being. We'll zoom in and find out who he is right now. All we can see is a racing backside, but we know it's one of the Columbia boys. Well, this would be a great effort. David, you said somebody might just ping off and go by.
Too early. Too early.
Yeah, well,
too early.
7 kilometers to go. It depends on just how much confidence he's got. Here we go. Well, he's going to have a crack, David. Too early, you might say, but he fancies it, that's for sure. And Auger tries to step up and stay with him. Fascinating stuff. It's still dog eat dog, is it? I think just trying to bring him back in, perhaps, and control things. Gets in front of the two remaining escapees, and the bridges are starting to happen thick and fast here. One of the Francis Dijon boys has just come off the front as well. Quick Step and Liquid Gas starting to marshal themselves too. With 6 to go, we're just about to come by this last roundabout before the one with 500 meters remaining. Well, it is twitchy and switchy out there, and there it is, just kissing the side of that roundabout, and this is the run in, David.
Part of the fact he went too early, he's got black socks on. Lance Armstrong was the first guy who started racing in black socks. I've got nothing against black socks normally, but there aren't many riders who use them. But I think it suits the decor of his Columbia team. But I think he's just sent down the road to suss it out. I don't think there was any more than go down and wave the flag, because here they come. Now the thing is, if it slows down, then we get somebody better than him having a go. Not this one.
Well, one of the B-Box boys has a go. Quick Step just keeping themselves nice and tidily in line. Watch out for Geert Steegmans. Just signed a contract. He has been very, very quiet. He extended his contract with Katusha. There was some kind of questions as to the longevity of the offerings that they'd received. Not really sure what the problem is within the Katusha outfit, but 3 riders signed up to extend their contract, and I think Trusov was one of them. Steegman's certainly another. They're both here right now, and we were waiting for news of what Steegmans had been up to. He has signed and he is racing, so we know he's here. Just whether he'll come and wave his flag at the front, we don't know. One of the Fuji guys, Hector Gonzalez, is it, or Lafuente maybe? He's been had his injury worries. I'm expecting one of the Frenchmen actually to come to the front fairly shortly. And look at Quick Step having a go of it. Maybe it is Jerome Pinot's day here. He's having a look. See, they're all having a go, David.
Where is Rabobank? I've still got my money on something happening with Rabobank. If it comes down to a sprint finish, and yes, Tom Boner's got the power to do it, I think. But all the riders, different ones, take it in turn. But
this is David Miller, and having a look here. This is good stuff. David Miller, big time trial yesterday. He won the Edinburgh Nocturne, don't forget, so he's kind of on form. With 5 kilometers to go, can he get his head down? And well, it's kind of the same grisly conditions as he's been suffering. Look at this, David Miller doing it for GBR at the moment. Well, he's 10th in the ranking, 37 seconds. 10 seconds bonification would suit him good and proper, and he's capable from 4 kilometers. And look at the gap. Now then, can he possibly, while this lot try and sort themselves out, do something a bit special? One of the Francis Dijon boys pings off here. It's Sebastian Chavanel having a look-see, looking for support here. He's got Anthony Gosselin as well. Will he get it? Silence Lotto as well, still trying to just hold things up and control it. As you can see, for Cadel Evans, the leader's jersey just embedded within this bunch, but it's still Quick Step biding their time here, David.
Miller certainly has a chance, by the way. I thought he'd be late at 1 more kilometre, but no, I think he's going to get caught. A brave effort, by the way, which we'll see.
So David Miller comes in. It's with 4 kilometers to go. Now, at 4 kilometer mark, he's got a huge, long highway going on right now. And so they will have a very, very clear view of him with 3 to go, I should say. He's got a left-hander and a right to come up. And then it's probably about a kilometer-long stretch of road down towards just past the 2 kilometer mark with about 1.5 to go. So Miller is out in front, but it's a 5-second gap only on this chasing bunch as we see them right now. And well, Team Columbia High Road are getting into the frame here. Watch out for Adam Hansen. I fancy that Adam Hansen might have a go today.
Yeah, I'm surprised then that the Rabobank haven't put some. If he got one of the Rabobank guys as well to go for this one, David Miller's got the strength. He's come out of the Tour of Italy. He rode there, as I said, domestic in inverted commas. He rode very hard, very strong indeed. He did a useful time trial yesterday, didn't he? Well, he finished 10th in a time trial yesterday. So he's got the power in his legs. It depends how sore they are from yesterday, but he's hanging on for grim death here. And well, good luck to David, by the way. He's had his ups and downs, but he's quite capable of doing this sort of ride. Don't look back! I'm sorry, this is the worst thing.
Stephen Kozza on his handlebar moustache would come in very handy right now, the American. Well, he has looked back, David, and he has seen that on in relaxed mode at the moment are a whole load of quick-step guys and a Francis Dijon also in the mix here, and one of the confidence guys as well. Auger has been dropped as well by the pack with 2 kilometers to go only here. We've got a very, very big left-hander, which I think they've just taken. And here we come then. David Miller out front here. Very, very brave effort by the Garmin Slipstream guy. Now, can he possibly just get himself minded for this run for home? Well, he's being helped out by the Crédit Agricole stickered bike here. Crédit Agricole, of course, no longer a riding team, but still very much sponsors in this kind of race. So here we go then. 5 seconds is the gap. He's holding it for the time being, and it's because nobody is wanting to start the attack just for now. Jérôme Pinot of Quick-Step is waiting for some sort of assistance from Marco Velo, and here we go. 1 to go. Now, can he do it? David Miller on a charge. Got to start stretching himself right now. Round of applause coming for him. He's got to sort himself out. No time even to reach down and sort of tighten up his straps. Let's hope he's done that in the meantime. Here come the rest of them charging him down. Well, they're not at the moment. They're thinking about it now, and here comes the big push. Has it come? Is it too late? We'll wait and see, David.
Yes, I'm sorry I get excited. I don't look back. The thing anybody watching, this young lad, just watch the race. Watch the race. Keep going. Miller on front right now. The bunch, they're going to take it in turns to peel off one by one to leave Tom Bunn with one lead-out man. The big Ireland could cause trouble.
That is the big roundabout. Nobody has got the will to go for him at the moment. They're all holding back. What on earth is going on? And suddenly David Miller finds his legs. It's a straight run for home right now. He's got no more worries. It's a flyer. The finish line is approaching. Can they possibly catch him? And here comes Quick-Step. David Miller, has he gone too early? We don't think so. All of a sudden, Marco Velo peels off, and Jérôme Pinot starts to hit the front here. He and Tom Bunn are trying to catch David Miller, and the line's approaching rapidly. Will they get to him? David Miller's going to get eaten up his ear. Oh, it's going to get oh so close here. David Miller almost. There he is in the orange shirt. He's been caught at the line, and what a shame that is. Oh, right at the very last. And what a shame, David.
Yes,
David Miller, I thought he was going to get it, but it just wasn't quite to be.
Looks like one of the liquid gas riders who got that one, I think. I'll have to wait and see what the judges do. They were so close, but that's what they said. He just looked, if he just concentrated.
Angelo Furlan, I think it was.
Lamprey, yeah, it was Lamprey who got that.
I think it was Angelo Furlan right at the very last here, but what a super ride that was by David Miller. We had a fall very late on, number 82, Jérôme Pinot. We knew he was trying to muster himself out there, but it was Angelo Furlan who's taken it for Italy here, and the Lamprey crew. David Miller, so brave out there. In fact, it was Stephen Kozza, thank heaven, and not Jérôme Pinot. Sorry to nail my affections there. Stephen Kozza, I said that he was looking out, David Miller, for Stephen Kozza and his handlebar moustache, and unfortunately Kozza couldn't get anywhere near to help him, so one of the Garmin boys went. So then this was the big chase as we saw it. David Miller had gone off the front. Lamprey suddenly woke up to the fact of the possibilities of what might well be. Quick-Step, well, they kind of got themselves mixed up here, and Angelo Furlan it was, with the flash of pink that came through, and he is in roses, I can tell you at the moment. What a great effort by David Miller, but it wasn't to be. He got eaten up right at the very last, and Angelo Furlan it was that led the charge and took the glory on the day. David Miller gets the spirited performance, you've got to say, but what about that? Valence wraps it up for Lamprey, day 2.
Well, David Miller just showed if he'd gone 1 kilometre later, I'm sure it had it in his legs. He just died towards the end. And the speed at which that bunch came out, a lot of the work being done by the lads there from Quick Step. They look back at this one and say, we did all the work and we just towed the guys from Lamprey in there. In fact, Lamprey were reduced in numbers towards the end. And look at the way that Tom Bonan was hitting the pedals, and Miller suddenly died that death. And it's a slight uphill drag. It's not much for when you look at the road itself, but it's enough for David Miller, who did all that work. And coming out of the Tour of Italy, I think he's just that little bit down on power, and he just lost out in the end. What a shame for him, but what a brilliant finish. And Lamprey, again, absolutely superb.
Yeah, finding it when they needed to in the run-in today to Dijon, and their confirmation of the result. Angelo Fillan beats Marcus Seberg across the line, the Swiss champion. Tom Bonan in 3rd place.